What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 27 of
27
Buckets of Duckets. I am your host in Coos Bay, Oregon, Chase Myers. Down there in Louisiana is my co-host, the one, Josh Watts.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is episode 27, which is 13 more than a fortnight. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you look over our beautiful, handsome host shoulder right there, you're going to see, look right there in the corner.
Right over that shoulder is working.
Right over that shoulder. Look at the shoulder
Look
he's
at that.
shaking off right there. That is Mr. Gets Right Downs to it himself. Morgan Wright right there. Chase has him in a hotel room, and we're not going to let him out until he changes the name of the podcast. So either he gets
Something
that shit
had
straight,
to be done, dude.
he either gets that shit straight, or he lives in Coos Bay, Oregon forever.
He
What
knows
would you
his
do?
options. He
What
knows
would you
his
do,
options.
America?
Really, I'm just such in the political spirit. I just got my own fact checker for everything that I say. So, dude, we gotta keep it right because he gets right down to it. All right. I'm a pro. I'm one of the best.
Boom. Just bring it back around, man. That was beautiful.
And hey, guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe, leave a comment, hit like button, all the things. If you're listening to this on a podcast, subscribe to whatever platform you may be listening to this to. Leave a review, say what's up. bucketsofduckets.com.
Also,
go.
if you're listening to this, go to youtube.com/bucketsofduckets and watch the same episode you just listened to, because we are some handsome, handsome gentlemen. And I didn't buy this backdrop for you to listen to.
So I understand how most people want their podcasts to be heard. Nah. You could put us on mute.
Nah,
Just pull
dog.
up the video. That's really what we about.
Pull up the video, play the video while the podcast, mute the video, and then play the audio from your favorite podcasting system while it's on YouTube muted. And then we get 2 views, and I'll write you a personal tweet.
If you play Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon along with just our podcast on pause, it'll line up perfectly. It's crazy.
If you play it backwards, it tells you to kill your family.
Dude, you're not supposed to say that, bro.
Ow!
Come on, man. Buddy, I have, just so many things to talk. We're recording this on Saturday. I am in a hotel room in Coos Bay, Oregon. I did a show last night. I am going to be on stage in a couple hours, just giving the people what they want. Man, obviously the world has crazy shit going on. Let me get some goofy stuff out the way right quick, and then we can talk politics.
Why, what's going on?
Dude, do I have something to tell you then? Dude, it's gonna blow you away. Do you remember The Apprentice?
Yeah, I've seen that show.
Keep that in mind. Okay, so, all right, I'm in Coos Bay, Oregon. If you are a listener of the podcast for any amount of time, you probably heard me talk about this venue here at the Mill Casino. There's a specific episode called The Legendary Lama that we did, where I
forgot we named the episode.
Dude, I'm just putting it out there. So it's this comic he's called the Tommy Lama. He's the spiritual advisor to Charlie Sheen. You heard exactly what I said. That's what he is.
In 2020, bitches.
That's what he does.
2020.
He gets up there and he gives you life advice. The same type of life advice that he would give one Charlie Sheen, right? So,
Shit!
So we have a history. I went through in detail on that episode.
You find it in the archives.
Go find it. To fill you in. So anyway, I took this gig under the understanding that I was opening for somebody else, somebody I had never met. And it turns out that dude got COVID, and they needed a replacement. And I'll be damned if the Tommy Lama wasn't available. And
No,
bro, dude, I cannot tell. I got to the hotel at about 6:00. The first show was at 8. I go to just log on to Wi-Fi here on my phone. It automatically brings me to the casino's website, and I see a picture of my face, and I see the picture of the one great Tommy Lama right next to it. And dude, I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know. I explained. So I have my buddies Morgan and Vaughn here with us. They're the dudes sitting behind me on this bed. Yeah, that's Vaughn's hand. And
Don't get on camera.
And I explained to them the whole thing, told them what happened. But I was telling them that I didn't know how to handle it because, like, I never really had like a straight up. The only time that I told him I didn't like him to his face was like in a very joking way. And it's not like all this shit I've talked on all these podcasts. I've just sent it to him and been like, hey, what you think about that? Like, it's never.
Hey, fuckface.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, there's two versions of me shitting on him on a podcast. And a lot of, like, I've been at clubs where his picture's been up and I've just ripped into him just to strangers. I've just been like, hey, do you have an opinion about this guy? No? All right, here's a negative one. Here's the only thing you need to know about him is he's a hack. And,
hack.
Yeah. So I didn't know. I kind of had a version of me wanted to just be like, hey, bro, what's up? Remember whenever you cheated and won that comedy competition and we all got mad at you? Remember that? You want to talk about that? But we saw each other. He walked up to me. Hey, what's up? We just talked about how crazy the pandemic is. I didn't say shit. He didn't really say shit. I introduced him. We didn't talk after the first show. Next show, we talk for 2 minutes before we go on. I introduce him. He leaves the second he gets off stage. No conversation. He's not performing with me tonight. Tonight's a different headliner.
So it would seem that Tommy Lama listens to the podcast.
So, I mean, look, it's not like we were that friendly before I decided to blow it up like that. But, I mean, it couldn't have helped.
Oh, man. That's fucking... Do you think he listened?
I
Or do you
don't
think
know.
someone told him?
I'm sure somebody... I mean, but also, like, I mean, whenever he cheated in that competition, I mean...
I like how... He cheated in that competition.
He cheated, dude. Whenever he packed the court and put through that bullshit, whatever. I mean, he did though. He's a weekly guest on one of the radio show hosts. It's the judge. The other judge is the radio show host's wife, and then the other judge is a person that booked the competition. Those are the three people. They all love Tommy. Like that. It was Tommy Lama did not beat 7 other comics at comedy. It's just no way.
I just love thinking that he is in an adjoining hotel room and there's only like a thin door separating.
I'm the fakest person in the world, dude.
And he's on the other side of the door right now, just crying because he can hear all of this.
Dude, I'm so fake. I'll smile right in his face when I walk out. Hey, Tommy, what's up, buddy? Did you sleep well? What's up, man? Dude, you need to head back, man. It's gonna be tiring. You try to drive at night, dude. You need to get coffee, take care of yourself, man. Worried about you, Tommy. And then
tell your mama said hi.
Yeah. Then the second he walks in his room, I call you. I'm like, that motherfucker Tommy walking out here.
You ain't even gonna believe this bitch act like he ain't ever heard of coffee. I ain't gotta tell him about coffee.
I tell a grown man about coffee so he don't die driving home. What a fucking idiot. Yeah. What am I do, man? I talked about that on the podcast literally like a month ago. I talked about him on the podcast solely because I'm like, there's a pandemic. Comedy is never happening. I only am performing in this one venue every 3 months until I die, I guess. And so I'm like, there's no chance I'm ever running into the fucking Tommy Lama again. Tell the story. Just tell the story. Let it is.
Show.
The first time I get a gig, he's going, hey, buddy. Anything you want to say to me? You just gonna keep your bitch mouth shut or what you doing? What,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Chase. I'm a little disappointed that whenever he walked up to you to say, hey, you didn't just take your shirt off and run full speed at him.
I should have done it. Dude, I gave him good intros too, bro. I leaned into it. Ladies and gentlemen, are you in for a treat? What we have for you tonight? No, give it up one more time. Give it up one more time for your headline.
You get up and give it up for him.
Get the fuck up. Get up. The spiritual advisor to Charlie Sheen, the Tommy Lama. And then
it's unbelievable that that's still his thing.
Dude, I kind of took a shot at. I don't know if he took it as a shot. I'm so cheeky. That's how English people would say. Like I just was like, he walked up. He's like, "What's up, man?" And I was like, "Spiritual advisor to Charlie Sheen, right? That's still how you want me to bring you up?" And he started laughing. And was like, "Yeah," but I was totally like, "Fucking asshole, right? You still want me to?"
You fuck.
Double barrels at you, huh? How about that?
I don't like that at all.
Oh, dude. So fun. That man's out here working. That man, you know what was funny was he was he was definitely disheartened because he wasn't in his full like character get up. Like he normally has a medallion and glasses and stuff. This time he's not. His heart's not fully in it.
Go ahead. I want to hear this. What now?
His heart wasn't fully in it. He just had on like a big jacket. But I thought he wasn't gonna have his ridiculous bell that he like bangs to cleanse the room of their bad energy. And I'll be damned if he didn't pull it out of his pocket halfway through the set. Yeah, and I was like, hey, look, if it works, baby. All right.
I'm just floored to hear that the Tommy Lama would phone it in, or allegedly, that the Tommy would allegedly
to protect yourself. He's got a team, dude. They'll come.
I still have a career ahead of me that I don't want ruined. I'm not shitting in Coos Bay, Oregon somewhere right now. I still have a life. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not going down with this shit. Tommy Lama's got a legal team coming after us. Nah, dude.
The llamas are after us, dude. He just sent all of his llamas after us.
I hope that's what he calls his fans. I hope that's their whole thing. The llamas. Ugh.
Buddy, yeah. So, but I'm working with somebody. I'm working with somebody different tonight. So it was just a one night thing. So that made me good. But the shows were actually pretty good, dude. Like the first show, it actually made me laugh that the first show last night had one of the bigger crowds I've ever performed to here in Coos Bay in the middle of the pandemic. It was kind of, I mean, the tables and everything were still spread out, but it was. It was full room, and I went in just on excitement and energy of not performing in so long, and I think I just willed them into smiling enough to where the first show, like literally, I got done with that show, and I was like, I'm good. I really don't need a second. Like, don't make me go back up there. Like,
get out of here, guys.
We're good. We're good here, right? Like. That's as good as I have Vaughn and Morgan here with me, and they're coming to all the shows, and they're really helping pipe in laughter.
Stop fucking waving! You waved the first time,
and starting applause breaks for me and stuff, and so that's been appreciative. But the second show last night was more of a Coos Bay like feel for me, where I give it my all, and they chuckle a little bit.
You gotta love that.
No, I got I got two more. I'm going straight from podcast to the stage. I'm excited. I'm fucking excited.
You have another show tonight, right?
Yep, two. Two of them tonight.
I have another fun neighbor story.
Oh, get it. Let's hear. What's he up to?
This is a different neighbor. This is the one. Do you remember a while back I told you about my neighbor that was walking up and down the street with a spotlight?
Yes.
Smelled weed. All right.
Yes.
He's doing it again.
Yes, I do.
He was doing it again. And I walked out to take out the trash. And, being a family man, that 10 steps, I light up a joint immediately to get, like, if I got 20 steps away from my family, I'm going to do drugs. That's.
No, can't be trusted. You let me out your sight, I'm high. All right.
If you sneeze and close your eyes for like 2, I'm high when you open them. Guaranteed. Every time.
Easily.
So I go to take out the trash, and I just see this dude walking up and down the street with a spotlight. And I don't want to talk to him because why? But I just instantly said, "What are you doing?"
Hey, what led you here, man? Like,
what are you doing right now? And because
take me all the way. Step one. What happened?
It's like 10 o'clock at night, and he's just walking up and down our abandoned cul-de-sac with a spotlight. And he says, "Oh, I'm just keeping an eye out." And
Who's coming to get you, man?
I said, "All right, well, that's weird. That was a weird answer." I said, "That's a weird answer." All right. And then I went to go back in, and he felt that he needed to explain himself. So he was like, there was a golf cart driving back here earlier that was driving kind of recklessly, so I'm just keeping an eye out. And now, keep in mind, it is like 10:30 at night. And I was like, when earlier? He was like, "Oh, when we were about dinner time, we were eating."
You gotta make sure he's not making a second trip, but being reckless on the golf cart.
Maybe they went home for a couple of hours, did drugs and prayed to Satan and sprayed Antifa on some buildings, and now they're coming back around the cul-de-sac in their golf cart at 10:30 at night on a school night.
I saw a meme. It's what they do.
Bruh. All right. So speaking of my neighborhood and crazy shit, so Halloween was
Right.
just happened, and we went trick or treating with mask and hand san. I was a little crazy about the hand sanitizer. I was kicking people who were getting too close to us to talk to us. Don't you
I'm
fucking
glad y'all
talk
got
to
to
me.
still do that though, man. That's cool. Y'all still got to like have
It
a
meant the
Halloween.
world to all of us to get to do it. It's a lot of fun. Zoe was Wonder Woman, and
That's
and
so
Henry
awesome.
went as Robin. But he's so little that the costume, he's 2 years old, and the costume he wore was like a 12-month-old costume. And it fit perfectly, but it's like this much too short. And he looked like goddamn ridiculous, but he looked funny. And so when we start the trick or treating, he's real nervous. You know, he doesn't go up to people, doesn't really interact.
He likes me,
And
bruh. That's it.
that's it. When we went trick or treating, the first time we kind of forced him up to a stranger to ask for candy against his will.
Just
The
being good
first
parents.
time they gave him candy, he was like, "Oh, all right, so that's how this ends. I walk up these driveways and this cool." Every fucking house, dude. He was
I
just
get
running.
this.
He just running. He would just hold his hands out. And because of the COVID, the pandemic, the scamdemic, a lot of
It's
people had
over, by the
candy.
way.
A lot of people had candy on the table, and dude, he would just run over and just like grab it and run. It was so fucking great.
I love that once he understood, he's like, "This is how people should have been dealing with me before."
That's
Like,
all it took.
why haven't people been handing me candy when I hold my hand out? Like, I'd be so
And
much friendlier. It's it's a give and take.
it was
Where
a
I
great
take,
night.
take.
That was all it took though. He's like, "Oh, so I go up here and talk to these dum dums, and they just give me candy." And he's like, "Yeah, cool." And he would always turn around like on his way down, and he's starting to talk, so he'd say bye bye. And then if they're a parent and he would say that, they're like, "Oh, get some more candy. Come get some more candy." And
Oh,
dude, he figured all that shit out, and I could watch him just play
my
people, and
man,
it was so great, dude. It was so funny.
you
And
fools.
we're doing this, and I'm like, you know what? Halloween is great. My neighborhood is fun. I don't hate every fucking body in here. And then a post went up where a lady went on a rant, like a 6-paragraph rant, because kids stole the candy from the table in her driveway on Halloween. The buckets of candy that she put out were empty, and she's furious about it on Halloween. She posted video of a car.
Does she mean that they took some kid took the whole bucket, or does she just not understand the kids are going to take it throughout the night?
At like 10 o'clock at night, a car drove up and a teenager ran out with a pillowcase and grabbed a bucket and dumped what was left because it's 10 o'clock at night.
Yes. Oh, that was
And
nice of them to steal later. That's cool.
And dumped what was left, dude. Even like the bad kids in our neighborhoods are a bunch of pussies. Like even the bad boys, bunch of soft ass pussies, man. They wait till curfew to steal. Come on, get the fuck out. They graffiti with chalk. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro, I used to take straight from other kids, bro. Whenever I was 25 years old, I used to just walk up to a baby and snatch that candy. I don't care.
I'll take from other adults. I don't give a fuck, dude. You got candy, I want it. It's my candy. How you gonna stop me? That axe you got in your hand is rubber. I saw where you bought it at Party City, bitch.
I've seen it.
This is real.
I've been scouting out all the guys. This is a real machete.
But she made this big long post.
This crossbow is not fake.
God, that would be great. But she made this big long ranting post about how they stole and the cops will be called and this is horrible and this big long rant. And the post started with if your kids are if these little shits are your kids, blah 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 blah. She posted a video from her doorbell of a car pulling up and a kid jumping out and dumping what was left. It was a bucket of candy and he did this. So like it wasn't that full to start with. I know physics. But she made this big long post.
Clearly.
So she makes this big long post about it, and then everybody's like, "Hey, it's kind of weird to call somebody's kids a bunch of little shits, don't you think?" Or, like just being.
Isn't this all too much?
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, "Oh, I'm
Isn't
sorry."
This all, yeah.
This seems like a lot, right?
A little unnecessary.
This seems like a lot. And then
So my thing on that is, if you're the type of person to leave candy just unattended on how, like, it's gonna be taken. It's nobody's ever done that, and kids have orderly taken 2 pieces and somebody's gonna take it.
It's Halloween. What fucking difference does it make? Like,
also, you're trying to give it away. Yeah,
you were trying to give that candy away. It was 10 o'clock at night according to the timer on her camera. Who fucking cares that they took the candy?
I like you threw that back in her face. According to what you gave me, according to the evidence that you presented, at 10 o'clock, you bitch, you
bitch.
You
so this lady posts in the neighborhood group. Every time I talk about some lady being a twat in the neighborhood group, this is the lady I'm talking about.
She's one single lady. I guess.
Just a terrible fucking human being. Every time anybody posts anything, she posts like a condescending paragraph this long, and she tried to chew out a kid one time for driving his truck too fast, and he's like literally like an 18-year-old, and he doesn't give a flying fuck about this random lady in the neighborhood. And she wrote this big long, like a huge condescending paragraph, and he just wrote, "I'm not reading that." Then she wrote another big. So anyway, she posts this video, and then people are like, "Hey, it was just Halloween. People, it's just candy. Like, why are you freaking out about it?" And then she posted in there, "I'm sorry that all you Karens are upset that I called these little angels shitheads or whatever."
Man, people's view on things, that other people were Karens in this situation.
Dude, this lady makes a 6-paragraph post every day in the neighborhood group about how somebody in this group should fuck off.
Bunch of Karens being sensitive out here.
It is the closest I've ever come to commenting on something in that group. It's but then they just keep ragging her, and everybody is basically, I restored faith in my neighborhood, because most people are like, well, it's Halloween, it's candy. It's not like, but her defense was, this happened at 10 o'clock at night in a well-lit subdivision while people were still walking around. What would they do whenever people weren't still around? I'm like,
if it can happen to me, it can happen to you.
It's a huge jump from them emptying out your leftover candy dishes on Halloween to breaking into your family's home and raping all your kids and killing your dog. I don't know,
man.
That's a huge fucking
If you
leap.
accept the candy, dude.
I'm going to tell you, candy will rot your heart the same way Satan will. And once you let Satan into your heart, he's going to rot your heart the same way the candy rots your teeth. And that's what's happened to those children. That's what I wanted to write. That's what I wanted to say. Well, that's because Jesus got kicked out of our schools. And as soon as Jesus was kicked out of the schools, Satan was invited into our children's hearts. And that's where he is right now. And that's who we blame for this, first of all.
All solid points, dude. All solid points.
All right. This is a very boring story because I want to get to the point of her at the end of it, after everybody was just like, hey, look, you're being kind of, this is like, for real, like, this is a lot.
We've all talked about it.
She responded with, we've lived here for 2 or 3 years and we've loved Halloween, but now, because of this, we will not be participating next year unless those kids come forward, replace the candy they stole, and apologize to our face. We will not be participating in Halloween next year.
Lady, I'm coming steal your candy next year regardless.
I'm coming to take your car and your kid and your fucking husband, and I'm going to fuck them in front of you. That's what's going to happen. Let me see you post about that. Post about how I laid down some pipe on your husband, you dumb bitch. God damn it. I hate her so much, dude.
You're going to hate fuck her family, apparently. Jesus.
Every day, dude, she's one of those ladies that she posts to the white Honda that ran the stop sign. And like, I want to type every time, I'm going to fuck your whole family.
I'm going to fuck everything you love. Okay.
Look, here's how big of a twat she is. Even Michelle like screenshots her post and sends them to me as a joke. Like, look at what this dumb bitch wrote. And that's, Michelle has a heart
Michelle's
of
a good
pure angel. A pure angel. And now, you know what's fucked is people in this neighborhood now listen to this podcast. Like, I know that people in my neighborhood listen. Yeah. And they know exactly who I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous how much shit we're talking.
I don't give a fuck. Come for me, bro. Biden's president. I'm fucking bulletproof. Come for me, bitches. Huh? What you gonna come for me with? You guns? You ain't got them no more.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and stick me with a sword. I got Medicare for all. I don't give a fuck. Them 5G towers, all they did was make me stronger and gayer. Get the fuck.
Amazing. Oh, that's all we need to say on that one, dude. That was perfect.
The clip. That's the clip.
Jesus. All right, I still want. I want to get into all the election type stuff, but I'm going to bring up.
Oh, we're not getting to it now, but you're not cutting that out. Don't cut that out.
Oh, all of that is in there. All of that is in there. So far, we're going as is on this. I mean, we got to deal with the fact that you said you're going to fuck a whole family, but I mean, I think people understand.
At this point, come on.
It's your fault, listener.
Come on.
Jesus.
I ordered a kettlebell back in February or March.
Came in?
It's fucking finally shipped.
Shipped. Oh, dude, you only got 2 more months then.
Yeah, I ordered it at the fucking beginning of March. My 70-pound kettlebell is coming in, and my dick's so hard, dude. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm so excited.
Can't wait to swing that bell.
Oh, bruh. I got some new moves. I've been doing some of these yoga shits with my kettlebells. I've been tightening up my diet, trying to, I don't know, just trying to get more yoked, bro. And I've been
making these fools watch me work out.
Good.
I just been stopping and be like, I'm going to do 10 push-ups. You got a problem? Of course you don't. And I've just been knocking it out. You guys watch me.
I've been doing some of those DDP yoga things with like light kettlebells or medium to just add some shit to it. Anyway. Yeah. But I ordered it in March and it just now shipped. It'll be here like Monday, I think it is. But fucking that long. That's what the pandemic did.
Dude, so
sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Look at this. I'm trying to record a goddamn podcast. He's fucking bouncing around back there. I'm going to go Christian Bale on his ass. Oh, good for you!
He needs to get out of your line, dude. You've warned him. You've warned him over and over again to get out of your sight line.
I'm sure the people that are even listening to this can fucking tell he's moving back there.
Oh,
they can hear it. We're going to lose subscribers. Our sponsors are going to fucking tell us, hey, unless you get that dumb shit out of the backdrop of your fucking podcast, no more episodes for you, amigos.
This is not what we signed on for.
Just look at his fucking face looking at me right there. He doesn't even know that I'm burning him up over here. He's looking at me with a dumb face like a puppy dog. Doesn't know you're about to kick the shit out of it. Look at him. Dumbass.
All right, I'm at work, right? I'm dealing with normal people, normal sweet people. I've been talking about this.
Sweetest.
I've been talking about this on stage. That's what I talked about both shows last night. I've told every person this, but like, man, I am so used to the people that I talk to being other comics, like being you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And listen to the way that we talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way that we handle stuff. Like you just threatened the life of one of your best friends in your life, you know, like over and over again. Yeah. That's the type that's the type, like comedians. That works. Comedians are we're just not friendly. We're addicted to drugs. It's the whole.
We're all shitbags.
And so I've been just working with these sweetheart, salt of the earth people. And so I'm getting ready. They know that I'm doing these shows this weekend in Coos Bay, and they know, you know, what the pandemic's been like for me and how that's made, you know, being a comedian almost impossible and hard. And so these fools go and like pull a surprise, like a prank on me. Like, dude, let me explain to you how much you should not do that to me. Because clearly I talk about people. Like, clearly, if I'm upset, I would just let it fly, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, I may not do it to your face, but I'll document it, Tommy Lama. Okay, we have treasures out there for you to find one day. Okay, and so I get to work, and I was the last person to leave the day before. Other people in my warehouse worked in other parts, and so they like worked overtime there. But I was the last one to leave my department. Right, I come in. Everybody, like 2 people greet me at the door like, hey, late last night while we were working overtime over there, they printed some orders. Everything's fucked up. We need you. Like, this all affects you completely. You got to do all this stuff, whatever.
Yep,
it's like,
fuck you, huh?
It's 7 a.m. I am not like awake. I've been watching election coverage for, was that Thursday? So that, yeah, I've been just for 48 hours. I didn't know a thing about the counties in Pennsylvania until this, and now I know everything about it.
All
Like,
of them.
dude, so much. Bro, also, shout out to all them dudes on the election coverage, because it's crazy to see somebody literally be on TV for 70 hours. Like, just to be like, just taking a nap in the back, coming out and explaining to you the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, so nothing's changed in 4 hours, but what if this happens, this happens, this happens, huh? What about this county?
Did you see the thing where did you see where Pornhub popped up on the screen?
So that was edited. I ended up checking that out. I did some research. Russia got you, bro. They got you, man.
God damn it, Russia.
Dude,
if they can get to a true patriot like me, none of you sexist shit are safe. None of you weak-hearted liberals out there are going to make it. I've been forged in the fire that is patriotism into the steel that you see before you, a weapon manufactured and sharpened by the United States government to point and direct at its enemies, foreign or domestic. And I can take it. But you little soft doughboy sexist shit, little Debbie cake, couch potato motherfuckers, y'all in trouble, bro. This ain't Call of Duty. You can't log off with this one. The only logging in you're going to do is when you log into heaven because you couldn't make the cut. That's all I'm saying.
You're on today, bro. You were in top form today for sure. Like, this is an excellent performance that you're putting on.
Thanks, man.
Dude, just
coming in hot, bro.
Dude, keep taking them shots. All right,
Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Why I'm coming in hot. I have slept. I slept like 9 hours last night, and I sleep. It's so rarely that I sleep that much. I worked out twice today. I didn't drink any energy drinks. I woke up like birds are singing, and I was like, "What the fuck? I feel good. I don't hate everybody around me."
There's a new president.
What is this? That's what it was.
Yeah.
No, but I just slept, dude, and I feel great. And I did a whole bunch of coke before I started recording this.
Dude, it shows, dude. Don't whatever combination you did, do that again. Do that.
I just poured in this water. That's why it looks like
dude, that Coke water. I see it. So I got election brain. I got all the anxiety going on. It's 7 a.m.
I didn't record.
I haven't drank I will fight you right now, dude. I am on my way to go. You stay right there. I'm coming. And so I got all that going on. They walked me over to my desk, and there's just boxes and orders all over the place, and I'm dude, furious. I just start launching into none of you pieces of shit are worth my time, and I'm getting everybody fired. And how do you even fucking do this? I leave, everything's perfect. I come back, you've been here for an hour without me. Look what the fuck happened. Like, I'm just going on and on and on. I'm like, I don't care about one fucking person that works in this department. And then I turn around, and 20 of the sweetest people are staring at me, just with a different view of me than what they had before. Just a whole new opinion. And then I had to go like, what is this? Like, why are you making me a big sign?
Y'all gonna kill me?
It's not my birth. I literally had a moment where I was like, because they announced that they're gonna start doing like Employee of the Month, and I was like, did I win Employee of the Month? Is that what this is? Like, is that what you're in? But no, it's just that they're so sweet that me getting a gig at the place I hate the most and just getting to travel for the weekend was like worthy of celebrating. And they made me a sign. Nice. Dude, they made me a sign with a bunch of like, go get them, you good luck, and just, you're great, and a bunch of inside jokes and work stuff. And they got me a box with just a bunch of snacks in it, just fudge covered Oreos and
so sweet.
Just stuff they got out of the vending machine stuff? Just so sweet people. Like, I just couldn't believe, like, it was too much. I told him, I was like, speaking of too much, this is too much. Like, this is
too much, y'all.
This is way, like, I used to do this every weekend. I can't believe, but dude, it made my heart full, man, because I care a lot about those people, and them doing that for me was really sweet. And
that is sweet.
And yeah, it made me go like, hey, you know what? Like, I got people, we got millions of people listening to this podcast. I got a group of people that I work with at my day job that wants me to go be great. Things are good, man. It was, but too much, you weirdos. Like, that was, and I didn't mean all the things I said about you. I love you. I just was upset. It's just upset and just, letting it go. They had cameras, like, they were all videoing me. Like, they knew, one of the Raquel.
You're on Facebook Live, turn around, you motherfuckers.
Exactly, dude. This lady Raquel, it was like her idea of doing it. She's a really good friend of mine, and she knew they were asking she was like, "Are you sure he's gonna get mad whenever you do this?" She's like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna get real mad."
That's great though. At least they knew they weren't unprepared. But
no, yeah.
Morgan is sending me goddamn messages right now.
Dude, the nerve of you, Morgan, to me. He's sending messages right now. Did he fact check you? Is that what it was?
I'm not opening. It's unfucking acceptable. Unfucking believable. This is unprofessional, unacceptable, unredeemable, unforgivable, and disgusting.
All the uns.
And the so, I mean, we got to get to it, right?
Let's talk about it, man. So, I took a deep breath for the first time in 4 years this morning.
Wait, is this? I thought we were doing the liberals stole the election. Are you doing something different? Different thing?
My cousin sent me a text message of a box of ballots and a mailman saying these are all for Biden, and they just let them do it. And I asked, "Can I go look in there and see what y'all doing?" And they wouldn't even let me look in there and see me. Why wouldn't they let me? Just a person that has nothing to do with the process of counting ballots. Why won't you let me in and make sure you're doing your job right?
Bruh, I'm going to tell you something. I put on all the camouflage I have. I put on a couple bulletproof vests. I put on my war paint across my face, my mask. I put on all of my weapons, my knives, my various and sundry grenades and such. And I went down to the voter's office. Was like, "Hey, y'all need to let me in this building. And I'm just going to stare over your shoulder while you count them ballots.
I need to make sure you do it right."
And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Excuse me, what? Do what now?"
They're still in the election.
And then
right
they were like,
in front of me.
They said, "What's that?" And when I turned around, they locked the doors. But when I went around to see if the back door was open, I found 3 mailmen pissing on boxes of Trump ballots. Right behind the fucking building.
Huh.
They just had their mailman dicks out, pissing right on the ballots of a hero.
On that Christian man. The what that man has had to go through this week, we will never, ever understand the evils that he's having to overcome. Bro, dude, this motherfucker did everything.
See the thing today?
What was it today? What did he do today?
He
just said it's all a lie again, and
he was doing a press conference today, and he announced that it was going to be coming from the 4 Seasons, and then he deleted that tweet.
I hope that's where he works now.
He deleted that tweet, and it's actually from the 4 Seasons Total Landscaping. And Chase, I shit you not, they gave a press conference from the parking lot of a landscaping company that is in between a dildo shop and a donut shop because they accidentally booked the wrong place. They meant to book 4 Seasons, and they booked 4 Seasons Total Landscaping. Bruh, straight up, I would, in the fucking parking lot.
For those listening, Josh is showing me a picture of it right now.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest ending to this shit show. That's so beautiful,
dude. It's what's been interesting to see. Well, first off, let me say this. For 2 months going into this, they were like, "Hey, this is how the counting process is going to work. We're not going to know the results on day one. Okay. It's going to take a little while because we're doing mail-in ballots, which are not illegal. Actually, Josh, I know this is crazy to hear this, but in the state of Washington where I live, they do 100% mail-in ballots, and they've done that before a pandemic. That's just how they do it here. They send you the ballots so you can. You
liberal pussies make me sick.
Dude, it's disgusting. It's fraud. Not one person has been elected legally.
You didn't wait 14 hours in line to get told that you were too late to vote?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. And so they said, "Hey, we have states that never accepted those before. We're doing that now. It's going to take longer to verify that many votes." And there were articles written. It was spoken about. It was mentioned at one of the debates. It came up, and then 3 hours into day one of the election coverage, people were like, what the fuck is taking so long? This has never happened in the history of this country, is that we've had to wait overnight to find out who our president is. Bro, we found out, I mean, today's Saturday. We basically knew yesterday. It was just all a matter of time. Like, that didn't take long. Like, you so fucking spoiled if you think 4 days of waiting to figure out who's going to run the world is, like, just ridiculous, especially during this pandemic. And especially to be, like, to have our president calling these people who are, like, volunteering to count votes and being like, these are the most corrupt, evil people you've ever met. When it's like, dude, that's my Aunt Donna. What are you talking about? Like, that is... She just got done. She was a school teacher, and she's volunteering.
She actually voted for you.
Yeah, she actually voted for you. Like, that is insane. Like, and I mean, obviously, the whole thing of the, you know, stop counting where I'm winning, keep counting where I might have a chance of coming back. Like, I just, it's so funny to me to see the people that are looking at this moment and going, what happened to America? Trump didn't win. Like, that's so funny to me. There are people who are like crying right now going, can you imagine when we don't have a bankrupt reality show host running our country? I mean, what have we become? Like,
the town we're from, the little town we're from is very red. Ed, everybody there is just losing their fucking
It was so funny to me. I living in Washington, growing up in Louisiana. My vote doesn't really matter in either state. Like, it was funny with both. Like, in Louisiana, it was like the polls closed, and we're gonna announce that for Trump. That is Trump. And then in Washington, in Washington, it was like, and the polls closed 30 seconds ago, and that's gonna be a win for Biden. That is
112% for Biden.
Yeah, like, it was both immediately for them. But yeah.
Just fucking walking around back there like you own the goddamn place. Are you fucking kidding me? No wonder you can't name a fucking podcast. Good God. Right? Vaughn gets it. It's fucking disgusting.
Dude, I told him to hold. We're shooting, and these fucks can't even hold for an hour and a half.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. That's why America ended up in the position it was in. It's really funny, though, to see the same people that have been, like, posting shit that's just, I just can't wait to trigger the libs. I want to make the libs cry. That today, when they found out Trump lost,
they're like, so hurt.
No matter who wins or loses, just know that Jesus won.
Right. Oh, dude, yeah, that's a fun turn. I've seen a lot. Yeah, in the last election, y'all were wearing shirts that said "fuck my feelings."
Right.
And now,
right.
And now you're over here going, "Hey, look. I mean, look.
Now, hold on.
Let's all. There's no need for any name calling or any. Look, we're all.
They're pulling a Billy Gunn on us. Now look here. Look here. Trump. Hey, look, Trump lovers. We ain't want no trouble.
I ain't never want no trouble.
First of all,
we ain't never. First of all,
when I threw a Molotov cocktail at your house and called you an Obama lover, no. That was a misunderstanding.
Look.
I mean, we disagree on politics, but look, I mean, yeah, try to burn your family alive or whatever, but so what?
So what?
You know?
That was yesterday.
Bunch of Trump flags on the back. In Covington, all the Trump flags on the back of the trucks are at half mast. I've enjoyed saying Mazel Tov cocktails, like the Jewish state. Like, I texted you that the other day, and I think I broke you a little bit. That was my favorite. Yeah, because I didn't know if you were serious or not. That's so fucking.
That's my favorite. That's not I saw like what happened was during one of the riots, whenever they destroyed my state or whatever. Whenever it became just when we couldn't come back from the rubble that it was burnt down to. One of the news.
Joe Biden's America.
Yeah. One of the news organizations used that as like one of their heading, like somebody. That's how they wrote it. Was that Mazel Tov cocktails are being thrown? So I like saw it on like a meme type shit, but it stuck with me forever.
It makes me picture a bottle with like two towels that are spiraled like the sideburns running down each side of them. The guy lights him and runs over. Guy lights him, runs over. Say shalom to my little friend, and fucking throws it over.
Nah, I'm upset we missed out on the looting though, man. I was kind of like, part of me was like, I mean, I got to get PS5s for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've really enjoyed seeing the people that are posting now. Like, I've never looted before. Did we start at Target or Best Buy?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Trump lovers are like, because I'm too Christian to loot, but now I'm gonna rock these motherfuckers up.
It's just a weird world, man. It's I can't tell you how, like, I really have walked around with just like an anxiety for 4 years.
Yeah.
Of just checking nonstop of what did Donald Trump do today, and it's just gonna be really nice not to like. By the way, I'm about to be on Biden's ass. It's not like I'm 100% on with like what like.
No.
He's got some fucking work to do.
Yeah.
But I at least know that whenever I check Twitter, he's not going to have called half of the country idiots and evil, and like that type stuff is going to be, obviously
Right.
it'll still be a version, but it won't be coming from the president. The president won't be trying to say that part of the country's evil and horrible people and not having like humanity at all. Like,
Well, Twitter announced that Trump won't have protection anymore on their platform. So when he tweets out shit like that, they could ban him or suspend him or whatever.
yeah, I can't wait to see just regular person Trump again, because his Twitter is going to be insane. Because I know this seems impossible, but they've probably like corralled him a little bit with what he's tweeted as he's been president. Like, I know that it's like, how is that possible? But I guarantee you there's some tweets that he was trying to send that they wrestled his phone
Check
away.
them drafts.
Yeah.
Check them drafts. You're going to find some nasty slugs. That's the real swamp, Donald Trump's Twitter drafts.
But, dude, he's going to be going
a lot
crazy.
of hard R's.
And also, like, I don't trust him with our secrets anymore as like a regular person. Like, dude, when he's just like, he's gonna be just,
point.
He's gonna
That's
be
a
just,
good point.
he's gonna be just blasting stuff just for that. He's gonna be calling into radio shows and showing up on Fox News every time anybody does anything. They're gonna go, "We have former President Donald Trump here," and he's gonna just spout his opinion on everything. Yeah, it's a strange. Because every other president, whenever they've left office, they like kind of disappear a little bit. You know, like they go, Obama goes like hang gliding for a couple months, and George W. Bush starts painting, and but like Trump's not going anywhere. He's gonna be on TV. No. He's gonna be on TV the second.
And you'll never see Trump with all the other ex-presidents. Like, you see how they're all kind of friendly now and they hang out because they're all happy old men together.
Well, none of them endorsed him at any point ever.
And
he never got endorsed by a single living president.
No, because fuck him. That's why.
Even the two Bushes. I don't know what happened this election, but last election there was a whole thing where they voted, but they left the president blank. They just didn't vote for president. They voted for everything else, and like even the Republican former president didn't vote for you, man. Like, or his daddy, who was like senile at that point. Like even he was like, no.
Nah, dude. It's just, the only thing that makes me sad is that all these people that have caused all of this shit and division and have been these terrible fucking people for 4 years now are just going to be invited back into this. God damn it! Morgan! Are you fucking kidding me?
I set him up too because I looked over. He was standing here. He's been standing here for a minute, just waiting to. He didn't want to walk back. He couldn't take another. He couldn't take another shot from you, and I gave him the like. No, it's cool, bro.
Well, your friend just set you up to die. God damn it! But it makes me sad though because these fucks have spent 4 years spouting hate and division and driving us apart and being terrible fucking people. And now they're going to be on the Today Show drinking box wine with Hoda Kotb fucking next month. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't be invited back to.
I know, it's just going to be like, man,
society.
Last 4 years were crazy, weren't they? Woo!
Right? Nah, fuck you. Nah. All the Trump flags that have come down, their neighbors that come back over and be like, hey, you remember when I threw eggs at your daughter last week because of her Black Lives Matter shit? That was weird, right? Man.
I was just going through
No, I know she's 7, but that was crazy. I mean, she started it.
I just get all worked up. You know what I'm saying? I just get all excited.
I see your skin color and I just get all worked up about it.
Just can't control
Why
myself.
Are you free?
But at least we made the right choice, and we have a 117-year-old man leading our country.
We have the least senile of the two.
Oh, man. I mean, it's just good to have a choice between an 87-year-old and an 88-year-old. Like, it just, you just know things. You just know the future is going to be good because they're going to be here for it. They're just 1,000% going to be here for the
look,
futures.
I don't like to get political on our podcast, and I like to have fun, but I do want to just. I'm going to be real with all the Ducket heads out there, Bucket Land. They need to know that what's the day Joe Biden puts his hand on the Koran to swear into the office of President of the United States of America. The second he takes his hand off of the Koran, they're going to take his other hand and they're going to put bloody oil money in it, and he's going to resign. And then your president and queen for life will be Kamala Harris. And then the liberal rule is done. The Supreme Court beheaded. Every one of them gone, chopped up. Ted Cruz, we're gonna put him in a hot air balloon, and we're gonna let all the kids in the neighborhood shoot BB guns at it till he falls down and dies.
I remember seeing a thing when Ted ran for president. Either I'm guessing it would have been last time because nobody ran from the Republican Party against Trump. But whenever he was going for the nomination in 2016, there was like one of those interviews where they're trying to like make him a human, and so like they're talking to his wife, and she's like, yeah, we've been together so long, he can't take care of himself. One time he went to the grocery store and all he bought was 100 cans of soup, and like that was supposed to be like how to like humanizing him. I was like, this man is a psycho. That is the most psychotic thing I've ever heard.
Now I just see him in his underwear eating soup got straight out of a can with a spoon, talking about how much he loves Trump and how his dad's not the Zodiac.
Man,
Jesus,
it's gonna be exciting too. I can't wait to watch late night shows where I'm not hearing Trump's name nonstop. Like I can't wait to just hear where jokes just aren't centered around that man anymore. Because I mean, Biden jokes are he's just old. Like
he's not gonna. Biden's gonna be so moderate and
boring.
He's gonna be the not rock the boat. He did rock the vote.
Yeah, most votes in the history of ever. Hey. Half of them illegal though. All the ones that beat Trump were illegal.
Every fucking one of them.
Just what a baby. What a baby. How do you look at that man and go, that's a winner? That's a winner of a man.
There is a tweet for like everything that he's ever done. And there is a tweet where he talks about how a president won't concede and admit loss. He's like, it's sad to see when an adult can't admit when they lose or something. I shouldn't paraphrase quotes from tweets that I don't remember.
Yeah, especially because we're a journalistic outlet, so you need to make sure.
Trump tweeted out, fuck me if I'm president, I'll quit and be cool about it.
And that's got the Buckets Duckets stamps on it, so you can take that to the bank.
Take that to the Snopes.com and check it, you fucking crybabies. Check that and see what it says.
There was a clip from when Hillary ran that was going around where, there's a lot of that thing of like, Hillary knew, she's, because she mentioned the Russia thing during the,
Right.
And so, but this one was actually really funny because she just talked about how Trump just can't lose. And she just talked about whenever he lost a couple primaries before he got the nomination, and he said all those were rigged. He lost the Emmy, like whenever he was just on The Apprentice, he lost it 3 years in a row. And I forgot all about this. He had a big fucking blow up with the Emmys over them being rigged, and like kept tweeting that they were fake and everything. And then before he started like miraculously winning against Hillary, in the last, he was doing the exact same thing he's doing now. He started off by saying this is fake, and then he started winning and he shut the fuck up. And then he just was like, oh, well, when Hillary beat me in the popular vote, all of those are illegal. All those votes were illegal. Like, he literally just cries that everybody's against him whenever he loses. And
he's a big fucking baby.
And I'll never understand how people look at him and go like, he takes what he wants. And he's a man, like he's a man's man type stuff. I'm like, he's a sad, like.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Look at it.
Like, he's the definition of like victim. Like, he never takes He never takes like responsibility for anything he does. He always blames it on other people. So like I'm gonna go my whole life and never understand what happened these 4 years where people looked at him and associated all these like honorable traits to him. It makes no sense.
it's not as real, I guess, because you're talking about his morals, but it's the same people that like post a picture of him and Melania as Mr. and Miss Smith. They're like him ripped up on a motorcycle and her hanging off his back. Like, he doesn't look anything like, he
That's
doesn't
what
look
you
anything
see.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's
How
what
do
you
you
see.
think? Right. That's what you see. You called me a homo because I couldn't bench press 250 or whatever that you were staring at me. But that's cool. All right. Like, I don't get I don't get being that loving of anybody. It's fucking
Yeah,
weird. To like tie a flag around your neck and run up and down the street. There's a video going around of people, Trump people, dancing to Rage Against the Machine's "Killing in the Name of."
bro. People don't
And
understand.
like, how do you not hear what that song? Some of those that run forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those
Forces.
who hold office are the same that burn crosses. That's what that song says. And you think that they're like pro Trump? God damn it, y'all are dumb. You're all fucking dumb, and I'm glad that you lost, and I hope you cry about it for years. I don't want to fix the divide between the country. I want to watch you cry for 4 fucking years, and I want to laugh at you every time you cry. If you have a Trump flag outside your house under a Biden presidency, you should have to film yourself taking it down and putting it in the trash can and upload it as your profile video on social media. So every time I have to click to respond to one of your stupid fucking comments, I at least get that 3 seconds of joy of your sorry, sad, defeated face walking down your short, cracked up, stupid fucking driveway to your little banged up trash can, throwing that Trump flag in there, little tears in your eyes. You walk back and your wife is holding your stupid little scrawny kid out there, and my daughter runs by and fucking clotheslines your weak baby, and you just cry about it. Fuck you. Biden is president now. He's going to make nature illegal. He's taking the oil and gas industries and he's selling them to China. And Hunter Biden has 18 laptops. He's got 18 fucking laptops, and they're all full of Biden ballots. Eat shit, all of y'all. We got you. You can't win this. You can't win.
He told you it was rigged. All right, he told you what we were gonna do.
I love that for 3 months that dude's like, you can't trust mail-in ballots. You can't trust mail-in ballots. And then when he starts winning, he's like, oh, well, those. No. Those you could trust. Those are cool. I meant you could trust those. Those mail-in ballots. This has been...
What a strategy, man. I like that all Biden really needed to do, like his campaign for this was
shut the fuck up.
I yield my time to my opponent. Like that's what he did the entire time. Was he
Let
was
that
like
fucking baby talk.
He just came out and he goes, America, I love America. I'm going to unify America. Donald, you got anything? And then just let him just be Donald the whole time. Like,
hey, Donald, what do you think about Islam?
Denounce the Proud Boys, Donald. Oh, he said stand back. He said stand back and stand tall or whatever.
Is that your that?
Yeah, well,
hey,
oh man. No, I have nothing to add. Nothing to add.
That is a really funny irony though, that for 4 years, fuck your feelings has been y'all's motto, and now all of a sudden, well, look, now hold on. Jesus is the true president, first of all.
First and last.
First of all, Jesus is president of my heart. That's what we need to discuss right now.
And we need to stop looking up to presidents. First of all, I don't know why y'all are looking like he's some savior, because my savior is Jesus Christ, not like
people posting like, now look, no matter who you voted for, I think we could still be friends. You're like, oh yeah, you want to comment on it? Hey, yeah, I remember when you threw a brick with a swastika on it through a mosque window outside your town, you fuck. Now it's just like, oh, well, look, now we was just playing.
They
fuck
just
you,
got a
you
different
lost.
sense of humor, man. They're funny in their own way.
He's never going to give it up. They're like, he'll never concede. Trump's he'll never have balls big enough to stand in the White House and shake Joe Biden's hand and President Kamala Harris's hand. And he's going to have to kiss her ring, actually, whenever she takes over.
That's what happens, yeah.
He'll kiss her ring and then walk out on his knees. They don't let you walk out on your feet because that would be too honorable. How long before Melania divorces him?
Pretty soon. I think that's got to be soon. Yeah, I mean, aren't they just divorced right now, basically? I mean, dude, that's the other thing, too. We have 4 years of video of his wife slapping the fuck out of his hand and going, don't touch me. Do not touch me. Like, that's the person that's supposed to care about him the most in the world. And why she couldn't even put on a front in front of the cameras. She would just disappear for weeks at a time and just
every time that it looked like she was kissing him or like giving him any kind of affection, you could tell it was a Melania double. Like it was definitely not really her. Morgan sent me another fucking message just now.
Dude, I can't stop him. I don't know.
This is the most unprofessional. This is why your podcast is on Podbean. That's why. Shit like this. Antics like this will keep you off of Anchor, our sponsor for this week. That's why you won't be on there.
Yeah, guys, make sure you start your own podcast and you can be
unbelievably
like us.
Unprofessional. I lost my whole train of humor, dude.
We were just talking about the world being over, and now maybe we can feel better. It's yeah. I mean, I don't know what the next 2 months are going to be. I am really hoping that this is going to be. I'm really hoping that this is going to be the last time that we talk about politics. We can go back to just talking about goofy stuff. But I'm sure he's gonna start some more shit before the end of this because that's who he is as a person.
The rumor I heard was that he's trying to start his own like media outlet. Like
that was the plan last election. People forget that he ran because he expected to lose. And so he was going to do his victim thing and go, I lost because of the media. The media did it. You know what you need to watch? You need to watch Trump News, where we give you the truth and the whole thing. And he was going to start his own network. And then he actually got president. I mean, go back and watch the videos of the day that they announced that he was going to be president, like the moment he won it. And look how not prepared he is. Like, look at just videos of that whole first week. Remember that first time that he met with Obama to go, there was all those memes going around of like, when you said you can headline, but you only have 10 minutes and stuff. And he looks terrified in the chair. Like, that was not a man that thought that he was going to be the president for 4 years. That was somebody that was trying to start some shit because he knows how to be a shitty businessman. And he knew that he could turn that into whatever news organization that was going to fail too. Yeah.
And now he doesn't have the protection of being the president. So, what's going to happen now? Like, are they going to prosecute him? Are they going to beat him up? Are they going to... That's what I hope happens.
Biden's
I hope the Secret Service just beats the shit out of him on his way out of the house. Everybody, like, throws shit at him and fucking kicks him in the ass on the way out of the door. You fat fuck, eat shit.
Whoever the Secret Service agent was that had to sit in the car with him when he had COVID, when he went around to, he should get first lick. That guy should get the first swing on him.
But that would be the best thing that ever happened. If there's a video of a drone flying over a back alley of the White House where the Secret Service is just mad stomping the shit out of the Fight the curb, you orange bitch!
Oh man! All right, bro. I think that's pretty good. I think we did it all.
Yeah. Might as well cut it before Morgan gets up and walks his fucking around. You asking me wants to dance on the goddamn bed? You got a little routine you want to do? You want to get up and shuffle on the fucking bed? You want to show us some numbers, some colors you learned this week? Did you draw a pretty picture and make some macaroni art? You want to get that on YouTube? You fuck. God damn it, man.
Guys,
we're trying to put out fucking gold in this motherfucker.
Make sure you go to bucketsandduckets.com, everybody. Hit subscribe on whatever you're watching or listening to this on. We'll see you next week.
Thank y'all very much.